All right, let us begin again. Any comfortable seated posture. Find comfortably erect. Consciously allow the shoulders to relax and elbows by the sides of your body. Bend your elbows comfortably. Place the back of your hands on your thighs, palms facing up. Gently close your eyes. If you have any tension in your face, if you have creased forehead, or if you're squinting at something, or if you're carrying some negative feeling from a previous conversation or a situation, let all of that wash with the next 3 deep breaths. Let the face become serene. Half a smile would be nice. Half a smile relaxes your face. You can see Buddha sitting comfortably with half a smile. Rest your awareness on your abdomen. And simply stay with the sensations of your abdomen responding to each breath. Relaxed awareness. There should be no strain in looking. It's not about doing, it's about simply being. The miraculous beings that we are. If other parts or external sources call your attention, gently come back to your abdomen. Nothing to control, nothing to compute, nothing to compare. Palms to the heart center. Namaskar Mudra. May this practice be for the benefit of all. Chin to the chest. Gently opening your eyes. Inhaling, arms by the side, palms going up, looking up. Exhaling, palms coming down, looking down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. More down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Release. Come up to standing. Feet hip width apart. Today we are going to approach parivrtta parsvakonasana. Twisted, extended, side angle posture. Twisted, parivrtta means twisted. Parshvakona, extended side angle. We'll practice other postures to prepare for parivrtta parsvakonasana. Take a deep breath. Arms up, interlacing fingers, palms facing up. Inhaling, come up onto the toes. Reaching up, exhaling, heels down. 4 more rounds. After completing 5 rounds, release arms. Take a deep breath. Arms up, interlacing fingers, palms facing up. Inhaling center, exhaling, bending toward the right wall. Stretch the left wrist a bit more. Inhaling center. Exhaling, bending toward the left wall. Left arm is behind your left ear. Stretching the left wrist just a bit more. Inhaling center. Sorry. When you're bending toward the right wall, stretch the left wrist more. When you're bending toward the left wall, stretch the right wrist a bit more. 4 more rounds. Begin. Keep your upper arm behind the ear. You're not falling forwards, not twisting yet. This is only side bending, taking the spine, making the spine go through its range of motion sideways. After completing, release arms. Take a deep breath. Arms up to the sides, parallel to the ground. Palms facing the front. Inhale center, exhaling, twisting to the right as best as you can. Turn your head, look through the corner of your eyes. Inhaling center. Exhaling, twisting to the left. Look through the corner of your eyes. Inhaling center. 4 more rounds. After completing, release arms. Take a deep breath, exhale. Continue to keep your feet hip width apart, arms up, interlacing fingers, palms facing up. Bend your knees and sitting back in an imaginary chair. Inhaling, sitting down. Exhaling, standing up. 4 more rounds. Sitting down as far down as you can. Inhaling, exhaling, standing up. Total 5 rounds. In later rounds, see if you can bend your knees even further. After completing 5 rounds, release arms. Take a deep breath, exhale. Arms up, interlacing fingers, palms facing up. Inhaling, back bend. Move your hips forward, chest forward. Take your arms back, look up. Inhaling, exhaling, straighten up. 4 more rounds. Remember to move your hips forward while you take your arms back and look up. You don't need to drop your head in the back, simply look up, gently look up. Total 5 rounds. After completing 5 rounds, arms relaxed. Take a deep breath. Arms up, interlacing fingers, palms facing up. Inhale center, exhaling, halfway bending forward. Arms and the spine in alignment. Bring the upper half of the body parallel to the ground. You can bend your knees. Inhaling center. Exhaling, bending forward halfway. Inhaling, come up. 4 more rounds. As you bend forward, you can look at the back of your hand and straighten the back. You can bend your knees, not a problem. As you bend forward, if you have hamstring restriction, you can bend your knees. After completing 5 rounds, release arms. Take a deep breath, exhale. Slightly separate your feet, broad stance. Slightly make the toes point slightly outward, like a V shape. Namaskara Mudra. Bending your knees, send the knees toward the toes and sitting back, utkatasana variation, as best as you can. Now, if you're comfortable, you can place your palms on the knees and gently keep the knees wider. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, come up. Bring your feet comfortably closer, stand next. Take a deep breath. Front of the mat, Tadasana. Namaskara Mudra. Loving attention and diligence. 3 rounds of Surya Namaskara. Begin. If the mind wanders, gently begin again the practice of loving attention with diligence. So completing, separate your feet, stand relaxed, and continue the practice of loving attention to whatever is going on right now, not what had happened, not what might happen, what is now. Living now in body and mind. And it doesn't quite matter what the contents of the consciousness are. Simply being present to whatever the contents of the consciousness. Three deep breaths. Let us begin with trikonasana practice. Come to broad stance, 3 feet, 3.5 feet. Start with your toes pointing directly forward, hands on the waist. And then slightly turn your toes pointing to each other. Toes pointing slightly toward each other. From that stance, you should have a feeling of a strong base. Now rotate your right foot alone out to point toward the right wall. Keep the left foot exactly as it is. Stretch the right arm toward the right wall. Look at your left shoulder. Look at your left shoulder. Don't allow the left shoulder to fall forward as you bend toward the right leg. Keep the right knee straight. Bend toward the right leg. Keep the right knee straight. Don't allow the left shoulder to fall forward. Allow the right arm to hang behind the right leg. And then stretch the left arm up toward the ceiling. And gaze at your left thumb. It doesn't matter if you are reaching the floor with your right fingertips. It does not matter. Keep the right knee straight. Gaze at your left thumb. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on the waist. Inhaling straight now. Rotate your right foot in, slightly pointing toward the left foot. Take a deep breath. Rotate your left foot out and point the left foot toward the left wall, keeping the right foot exactly as it is. Stretch the left arm toward the left wall. Throughout the practice, keep the left knee straight. Look at your right shoulder. And without allowing the right shoulder from falling forward, bend toward the left leg. Allow the left arm to hang behind the left leg. And finally, right arm up, right fingers reaching for the ceiling, left fingers reaching for the ground, gaze at your right thumb. 5. Trikonasana. Deep breaths. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on the waist. Inhaling, straighten up. Bring your feet comfortably closer. Stand, relax. Take a deep breath, exhale. Now let us do a simple twist from Ashwa, also called Uttana Prasiddhana. Front of the mat, Tadasana. Feet hip width apart. No, actually start with the feet together. Feet close together. Tadasana. Namaskara Mudra. Inhaling, back bend, Hasta Uttana. Exhaling, forward bend, Uttanasana. Surrender in Uttanasana. Your knees can be bent to receive your abdomen on the thighs. Head completely relaxed, shoulders completely relaxed, surrendered. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend down, bend your knees down to have your fingertips by the sides of your feet. Next inhalation, right foot back, long step back. Ashwa. Looking up, take your left foot back, plank. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhaling, right foot forward between the palms, Ashwa. Take your right foot back, plank. Knees down, relax. Take a deep breath. Go back to plank posture. Inhaling, take your right foot outside your right palm. And then, shifting your weight onto your left palm, take your right hand to the right waist. Right hand to the right waist. Now open your right shoulder up toward the ceiling. And right arm up toward the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand on the waist, right palm down, right foot back, plank. Knees down, Vajrasana or Sukhasana. If Vajrasana is not allowing you to rest, Sukhasana. Remember, this is a journey of self-discovery, and all these postures are in aid of you understanding where your own edges are. Not to be afraid of edges, but to become familiar with the edges. And as we keep revisiting the edges move. And our life itself expands. It's not just a body, but a physical phenomenon. Take a deep breath. Cat posture. Plank posture. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take your left foot and place it outside of the left palm. Shift more of your weight onto your right palm, left hand on the left waist. Open your left shoulder up toward the ceiling as best as you can. Remember, there is no perfection. Left arm up toward the ceiling. If your left knee is trying to get away from your chest, consciously move your left knee closer to the chest as you extend your left fingers toward the ceiling. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand on the left waist. Ashwa. Palakasana, plank posture. Knees down. Vajrasana, thunderbolt posture. And if Vajrasana is not comfortable, Sukhasana, normal cross-leg posture. Take a deep breath, exhale. Come to standing. Let's do a simple twist from Utkatasana. Take a deep breath. Feet hip width apart. Namaskara Mudra. Bend your knees, Utkatasana variation. Now, if you can, take your right elbow to outside of the left knee to that. Otherwise, simply reach your left palm to the right knee. Sorry, right palm to the left knee. And then open your left shoulder up and look up. If you're not able to, take your left elbow to outside of the right. You can reach with your palm. And twist up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to center. Inhaling, come up. Exhaling, release. If my instructions are not clear, Santo, can you do this one more time, please, for others' benefit? Bending down, sitting in Utkatasana posture. Take your now other elbow, left elbow over the right, and then take your right shoulder up, look up. Parivrtta utkatasana. Thank you, Santo. Inhaling, come on. Release. And that is what we will do on the other side. Santo will repeat this one more time. Take a deep breath. Feet hip width apart. Namaskara mudra. Utkatasana first. Bend your knees, sitting back in an imaginary chair. And bend deeply enough to take your left elbow over the right knee. And turn your right shoulder up toward the ceiling and look up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, come to center and standing up. Release the arms. Stand relax. Take a deep breath. Now let us approach veerabhadrasana first, and then we will proceed to the second. Front of the mat, Tadasana. Namaskara mudra. Inhaling, back bend. Exhaling, forward bend. Inhaling, right foot back, long step back. Place the back foot flat on the mat. Hands on the waist. Inhaling, come up, face front. Straighten up the left knee for now. Face front, face where the left toes are pointing to. Take a deep breath. Bend your left knee and bring the left knee on top of the left ankle. And see if you can bring the left thigh parallel to the ground. You might have to slide your right foot further back if you need to, and come to balance. Your shoulders are directly facing the front where the left toes are pointing to. Bring the spine vertical. You might be tending to lean forward toward the left knee when you bend your left knee. Consciously bring the spine straight. Arms up, press the palms. Gazing at your thumbs. Veerabhadrasana, first variation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on the waist. Parsvakonasana, horse posture. Left foot back, plank. Hatha Yoga Practice, downward facing dog. Inhaling, right foot forward, Ashwasanchalana. Place the back foot flat on the mat, hands on the waist. Inhaling, straighten up and face where the right toes are pointing to. Your spine is straight. Throughout the practice, you keep the spine straight. In Veerabhadrasana, first variation and second variation, which we will practice, keep the spine straight. Back foot flat on the mat. Back foot is 45 degrees turned away from where the right toes are pointing to. Bend your right knee, bring the right knee on top of the right ankle. See if you can slide or bring your right thigh parallel to the ground, even if you need to slide your back foot further back. But the back foot is flat on the mat. Spine straight. Arms up, press the palms. Gazing at your thumbs. Veerabhadrasana, warrior posture. 5, 2, 1. Hands on the waist. Ashwa. Right foot back, plank. Knees down. Vajrasana or Sukhasana. Take a deep breath, exhale. Preparing for veerabhadrasana, second variation, which will be the basis for parsvakonasana and then parivrtta parsvakonasana. Come to cat posture, plank posture, feet close together, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhaling, right foot forward, Ashvasanchalana. Place the back foot flat on the mat, hands on the waist. Inhaling, come up and face the left wall. Look down at your feet, in-line stance. Move your feet, either back foot or front foot, so they are aligned in one line. The line from the right big toe and the heel, right heel, is going through the arch of the back foot. Start bending your right knee and send the right knee directly over the right ankle. And see if you can bring your right thigh parallel to the ground and keep the spine straight, vertical. When I say straight, vertical. Back foot flat on the mat. Arms up to the sides, parallel to the ground. Palms facing down. Relax the shoulders. And gazing at your right fingertips. Warrior, second variation. Veerabhadrasana, second variation. 5 deep breaths. 5. 3, 2, 1. Hands on the waist. Straighten up the right knee. Take a deep breath. Rotate your right foot in and rotate your left foot out. Bend your left knee and bring the left knee on top of the left ankle. Remember to keep the inline stance and back foot flat on the mat. Spine stays vertical. Arms up parallel to the ground, palms facing down. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Shoulders away from your ears. Gazing at your left fingertips. Veerabhadrasana, second variation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on the waist. Straighten up the knee. Bring your feet comfortably closer. Stand relaxed. Take a deep breath. Veerabhadrasana, second variation, is a very good starting point for parsvakonasana practice. Front of the mat, Tadasana. Namaskar Mudra. Inhaling back bend. Exhaling forward bend. Inhaling right foot back, long step back. Place your back foot flat on the mat. Hands on the waist. Inhaling, come up and face the right wall. Make sure that your feet are in inline stance. Move your back foot back or front foot to the front to make sure that they are aligned. You can use the mat edge as a reference to see if your feet are aligned to the mat edge. Start bending your left knee and place the left knee on top of the left ankle. Now bend your left elbow and place the left forearm across the left thigh. You're not placing the elbow on the thigh, you're placing the forearm on the thigh. Santo, you can look at Rajiva Manjit. You place the forearm on the thigh. Yes, not the shoulder, forearm. Forearm is this, Santo, look here. This is forearm. Right? Place the forearm on the thigh. Right arm up and over. This is the easier version of parsvakonasana. 5, 4, 3. Right arm up and over. 2, 1. Hands on the waist. Inhaling, straighten up. Take a deep breath. Now keep the feet exactly like it is. Now those who are comfortable, we are going to go deeper in the posture. And if that is not accessible, if you're not able to take the left fingertips all the way down to the ground, you can simply place the forearm across your left thigh. Take a deep breath. Bend your left knee. Bring the left knee on top of the left ankle. Stretch the left arm toward the wall where the left toes are pointing to. Lean toward where the left toes are pointing to. And continue to bend and place the left fingertips outside of the left foot. Now look at your right shoulder. If the right shoulder has fallen forward, straighten it up toward the ceiling. And finally, right arm up and over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on the waist. Inhaling, straighten up. Rotate your left foot in.
When our right
Yes.
hand is over our head, where we should see front or right side?
Sorry, good question. You should gaze at your fingertips.
Sure. Thanks.
Yeah, the front fingertips, you should gaze at your front fingertips. Sorry, my mistake. Thank you. Thank you for pointing it out. Now your right toes are pointing away to the wall and left toes are turned in. Bend your right knee and bring the right knee on top of the right ankle. Take a deep breath. Stretch your right arm to where the right toes are pointing. Lean toward the right wall And bend further toward the right wall and place the right fingertips outside of the right foot. And if you're not able to reach, simply place your forearm across. And then now look at your shoulder, upper shoulder, make sure that it's straightened up. And then left arm up and over and gaze at your left fingertips. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And on the waist, inhaling, come on. Bring your feet comfortably closer, stand relaxed. If you have questions, feel free to ask, especially if we are between the postures so that others are not left hanging. So let that posture get over and ask the question. We might even repeat it just for clarity. Take a deep breath. Now we are ready to approach parivrtta, parsvakonasana, revolved, extended side angle, front of the mat, utkatasana. Take a deep breath. Feet hip width apart. Namaskara mudra. Inhaling back bend. Exhaling forward bend. Inhaling right foot back, long step back. Place the back foot flat on the mat, hands on the waist. Inhaling, come up and face where the left toes are pointing to. Your gaze is directly to where the left toes are pointing, your shoulders, your chest is directly pointing to the same direction, and both your hips are also pointing in the same direction. Bend your left knee. Bend your left knee and bring the left knee on top of the left ankle. Namaskara mudra. Lean your upper body halfway toward the left knee. Now rotate your shoulders up and take your right elbow over the left knee. Your left shoulder is going towards the ceiling. Gaze at the ceiling. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, straighten up. Ashvasanchalana. Left foot back plank. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Feet hip width apart. Inhaling, right foot forward and place the right foot closer to the right palm. Place the back foot firm on the mat, hands on the hips. Inhaling, come up. Face where the right toes are pointing to. Bend your right knee and bring the right knee on top of the right ankle. Namaskara mudra. Lean forward from the hips and take your left elbow over the right knee, right shoulder going toward the ceiling, gazing at the ceiling. 5, 2, 1. Inhaling, come up to straight. Ashvasanchalana. Right foot back, plank. Exhaling, Ashtanga Namaskara. Lie down flat on your stomach. Roll onto your back. Hug your knees, rock back and forth. Side to side. Settle back and proceed to surrender in Shavasana. Relax. 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 Surrender. Peace, shanti, shanti. Gently come to sitting. Take your time. Taking your hands back. Inhale, growing taller. Exhaling, bending forward. Thanking Mother Earth. Inhaling some more. Rubbing your palms vigorously, generating heat. Massaging your closed eyes and gently blinking your eyes open. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Namaste. Have a good evening and a good day ahead. Good weekend ahead.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Jay, sir.
Thank you.
Jay.
Thank you. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy weekend to all.
Thank you.